G'day, welcome back to your daily dose of Karens. Karens, they're no good, idiotic public freakouts here and Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips.
According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you, you still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe.
Opie here works as a dog walker and she's coming up to this apartment complex to go and walk someone's dog. The person's not home at this point in time, so instead they've left the key to their apartment inside of a lockbox for the dog walker to get access to in order to get into their apartment to get the dog and do the dog walking. You know, the typical stuff what should be expected when it comes down to stuff along these lines. Anyway, here comes Karen, who is supposedly claiming to be the owner of the apartment complex, who seems to have this massive problem with this person here doing the dog walking. And apparently, according to the OP, before the clip started recording, the quote owner here apparently put her hands on her. Anyway, here's the clip.
If you're here to service cats, dogs, people like that, help me. I'm the owner of the building. If you're here to use a lockbox,
if you're the owner of this building,
Yeah.
you should not be putting your hands on somebody.
if I'm
put
the owner,
your hands on
that's
me, I'm
right.
gonna call the police on you.
Please, I
Okay.
can't wait to tell them that you're trespassing.
I'm working.
For
How
whom?
do I have a key? How
Why
do
do
I get
you-
into that lockbox?
Right,
How do
exactly.
I know the code?
Exactly. So who are you? And you won't tell me. And I'm the owner.
I don't
So you're
have to tell you
trespassing.
anything. Call the police then.
Okay.
Weirdo. Mind your goddamn business. Do you have nothing else better to do?
Dude. Oh, I'm
Do
calling
you have
Simone.
nothing else better to do?
All right, I'm sending this to Simone.
Good. She'll tell
Shame on you.
She'll tell you exactly why I'm
Shame
here.
on you.
I don't have to tell you anything. bro.
Yes, you do. This
No,
is my
I
property.
Don't. I don't care. Mind your business.
Simone, this girl used a lockbox in and has been so ugly that I put her off my fence, and now she's saying she's going to call.
Funny thing, the person that Karen was talking to on the phone is actually the real owner of the apartment complex. This Karen was just nothing more than just the quote apartment complex manager, and the owner of it did inevitably apologize to the dog walker for this entire mess, because apparently the Karen manager has been convinced that this neighborhood is filled with crime and other stuff along those lines after apparently someone stole her fire extinguisher. That's a bit crazy. And apparently she is going through with pressing charges for battery, etc. So we'll see where that goes. Here we have a level of insanity that I don't think I've ever seen before. Actually, no, I've seen a lot of insanity on these clips over the years. But hey, here's a person who decided that it'd be a great idea to threaten to knock out a bunch of kids who are like in the age of 8, 9, like not even double-digit age, because they said some words that they didn't like. Here's the clip.
Said that they were gonna knock out 7 and 8 year olds. What piece of shit raised you? Okay. Okay. Be gone. Be gone. You just try to say you try to hit an 8-year-old kid.
Are you okay?
My God. You just
Are
said you
you
tried to
okay?
hit an 8-year-old kid.
Those kids have the
Oh.
worst houses.
They're not my kids.
I'm
Your
glad they're
husband
not your
said
kids.
he was
You know
gonna.
why?
My,
They
okay,
are-
that's okay.
they are-
Okay, okay. Like you guys. Okay.
When they're talking, when they're
But
yelling
you
at
just
us and
said.
swearing at us,
He said, hold on.
I said if
He
these
said
little
if
kids
this,
talk to me,
he's
who's
gonna knock them out as an adult.
Who you said that about?
It's about these kids.
You're gonna knock out children?
Children, you're gonna knock up. Say hello to TikTok. Say hello to TikTok. You're done. You're done. You're done. Say hello to TikTok.
Neither of you are horrible kids. Hi, TikTok. Go have more babies. If you can stop.
And they're well taken care of, baby. $500 easy, nothing. I work for my kids. Don't ever disrespect me. You think I care? Don't ever disrespect me, baby. Don't ever disrespect me. Girl, your husband said he was gonna punch an 8-year-old. Be specific. Be specific.
She was trying to say she could kick you out for filming.
No, she can't.
No, she can't. That's a
She
right.
is gone.
If he with me again, I'm gonna knock him out to an 8-year-old. Hey, we're gonna ask you guys to leave.
Woo! No, this is going on my TikTok.
You know, I think as some parents need just to wake up to the fact that, you know, your kids are probably swearing when they're not near you. It is just how it is. It is such a common thing in schools, just that kids are probably more likely than not are going to swear a little bit, because there'll be the handful of kids that don't have that discipline from their parents and they'll swear a bit. Then the kids around them will pick it up and then it'll just be a common thing. Just most kids are smart enough to never swear in front of their parents until they're older so they don't get in shit for it. It's just kind of how it is. But threatening to knock out kids for the use of profanity is just so stupid, especially as a parents themselves. You think that's the best way to knock some sense into some kids? I would hate to see what you do to your own kids if that's the case. Here we watch an argument go down over apparently someone messing with someone else's husband.
Yeah, because they can get me.
So that just happened. That was interesting. Yeah, okay, moving along. This one's a bit of an interesting one and kind of a bit chilling, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So this pair of women were just doing some shopping late at night at going to a local convenience store, and then this guy pulls up next to them. In an SUV, they have some masks on and they try effectively getting the attention of the girls because they, quote, like them. Anyway, after a few moments, the women just pull away and go to a different store instead, only it turns out that they followed them there, and now we roll into this clip here.
Because what are you doing? What are you doing?
I like you.
No. No. Okay, don't talk to
We
me
have
like that.
boyfriends.
Yeah. Huh?
Why'd you f***ing follow us?
Someone's recording this.
Why'd you follow us? Can you go? Can you go? Can you go? Can you go?
Oh shit.
Maxine, please just go.
I am
Maxine,
going.
please go. What the?
I am going.
Wait, let me try to get the license plate. Okay, go. Go, 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 go. Get the out of here. Go to Owen's house. Maxine, go to Owen's house. Go to Owen's
tell
house.
me how to
You're
get there.
going-
Tell me how to get there.
Okay, you're gonna go out here and make a left.
Okay.
They ultimately went to Sarah's boyfriend's house, and no further incident occurred in this entire thing. They lost them, or maybe they just chose to stop following them. I don't know. Either way, it's just a big thing. Stay safe out there. There are people like this just floating around the corner. You never know when you might come across someone like this. Just stay safe. Okay? Here we have a DoorDasher picking up a massive order for presumably a party for Memorial Day weekend, and it's apparently 13 meals or something stupidly heavy from this McDonald's in the morning. Unfortunately, she seems to come across a manager who's about done with it.
So they told me you're not making the Uber because it's too much food?
I ain't making no 13 sandwiches with the way tonight's been going.
There's only 3 cars here.
At the moment.
It's 1 in the morning.
Yeah, we've been getting slammed all night.
That doesn't matter. It's your job.
I can refuse any order.
So you're going to refuse your best sale of the night?
Me showing up to this place doesn't make sense to begin with.
Well, like, us DoorDashers, it's not our fault that you don't want to make the order. Like, we have to make money, too. Like...
And those people should have had a little more consideration before putting that order in.
But it's McDonald's. They have the right to put it in...
It's not a feed a family. It's supposed to be fast food, not a feed a family because you're too lazy to cook.
Well, for all you know, they're sitting there having a big party. It's Memorial Day weekend.
That's stupidity for not supplying food.
For not supplying... They ordered McDonald's.
Yeah, if you're going to have a party, you don't order McDonald's. You cook.
But that's how McDonald's, like, stays open. That's how you are able to
get paid. Yeah, I've already told us, and the supervisor already wants to shut down the overnights, and I already told him to go ahead.
Oh, man.
I'm tired of this.
Well, I can wait for you to make that order. Like, that's not the issue. If you want to hold up this line for 20 minutes, I don't care. But I gotta make money, too.
So it's either I make the food or you just sit there, huh?
No, I'm not just gonna sit here.
Fine, I'll make a bowl. I'm not gonna guarantee it's gonna be right.
All right.
And just pull up there.
And you just smashed a window?
You did?
Yeah.
Look, buddy, honestly, I get the frustrations after being slammed that much and then seeing another giant order roll through. I legitimately do. I've been in your position. It sucks, but that's just what it is. That is what your job is. There are gonna be days like these type of days where it's a holiday and you're going to get absolutely slammed. One of the weirdest experiences I ever did was dealing with Easter Saturday. The first time I ever worked opening shift on an Easter Saturday was absolutely nuts because, we're closed on Good Friday and everyone comes in on the Saturday in order to get all their prawns. And let's just say, I think the amount of people sitting outside the front of the store, and this happened on the Sunday afterwards as well, was absurd. I think it took a full hour for everyone to actually get in who were waiting out the front. And them all going for their prawns. I think it took like 2 to 3 hours for all those people who came in as we opened to finally flow through and get their prawns and leave. It was insane, but that's just what comes with the job. Some days are going to be stupid like that. Heck, imagine this type of day throughout the COVID period. That was nuts. And that's just what your job is sometimes. If you don't like your job, maybe it's time to find a new one. In this next clip, we got a Karen who lacks the little bit of patience she needed to just wait for this person to pause what they're doing to help them.
There's a camera right there.
I don't play those games.
It's a camera right there.
Leave me alone and do
There's
not
a camera
follow.
right there.
And I'm not playing.
Y'all working today and don't want to do y'all job.
I'll get a supervisor.
What is his name?
I just started here like a month ago. I'm not sure what anyone's name is. Here if you want. Do you know where a manager is? She needs a manager. Yeah.
Her ass tweaking. She didn't even give me a
I ain't
chance
never tweaking.
to stop.
You got
and
me
like
confused.
literally get what I need so I can continue with my order. She had a question. You didn't even give me a chance to answer your question.
Because
you
you
assumed you had a funky ass
coffee off the
attitude,
shelf
and I'm
and
not
you're
dealing with
pouring
that.
For me, huh?
You can leave. Go
Y'all
to
making
Myers.
easy money.
Go to
huh?
Myers.
Get a real job.
I am at my job.
No,
sweetie,
you're not.
But
You're
I
not
work
working
at
a job.
24/7.
This ain't a job.
What?
This ain't a
but
job.
it is.
to
I
you.
wake up and I clock.
Well, it ain't.
What the f***
Really, it ain't.
What do you do besides harass people?
No, I'm not harassing you.
But you are. Excuse
So
me.
how hard is
Excuse
it?
me.
How hard is it for you to give me your name?
I don't want you. I don't
Why
want you
not?
to have my name.
I
What are
will
you
follow you
talking?
around to your supervisor.
But you won't.
I will. Or what you gonna do? Cause I got my bond money in
I'm
my
gonna keep
pocket.
working.
What are you gonna do? Oh, I remember it very well.
Hey Kelsey,
I've been on this earth
Kelsey,
43 years. My
do
child.
you think you can get a
older than
manager? Do you think you can get a manager? Do you think you can get a manager? Yeah.
Answer your question.
What happened exactly? What happened exactly?
I was walking past. I was walking really fast to grab some Folgers. She asked me if I had met you. So I stopped my cart. I turned around. She instantly had an attitude, started going off. Woo, 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 woo. You weren't even gonna stop. Ma'am, I literally just stopped my cart so I can grab Folgers.
Yeah.
It's in my cart.
Yeah, just in the middle of your job.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So my thing is, if I had an attitude, I would never answered you from the beginning. I would have just kept going.
Yeah.
But I stopped. That was the thing. So she assumed that I was going to keep going because I was.
When you really wasn't.
I was
Yeah.
speed walking. So obviously, it's gonna look like I'm going really fast.
I do it sometimes too.
Yeah. So she just assumed that I wasn't going to stop and answer her question. That's not me. I answer anyone's questions if they have a question or need help.
It was just a
But
situation that happened
she's
really
bored.
fast.
Huh?
It was just a situation that happened really fast.
Literally, she's bored as hell, and I don't give a damn. So it is what it is.
They're handling it right now. Yeah, I was just kind of sweeping when it happened.
The whole.
Why do you have both earbuds in?
Oh, sorry.
So
Part of the problem.
when he got loud and jazzy with me, I stopped this young man and asked what he was on. Some assistance. If you're talking to this one, we'll give me a name.
Okay, so with this one here, I'm more liable to believe the person who's working, the person who's currently doing the, I'm assuming, is online shopping, doing shopping for someone else who's going to come and collect that shopping later. Because I understand the sheer amount of restrictions you have on how quickly you have to do that type of thing. It may be slightly different to how they operate in America, but over here in Australia, it's kind of like one of those things where you're measured on how fast you can do other people's shopping. It's like one of those weird things. So when people are moving from section to section, they will be speed walking. They'll be walking slightly fast. They'll be doing it safely because you're pushing a big metal trolley thing. So if it hits someone, it's going to do some damage. But when you ask someone for help who's pushing one of those things, you've got to give them a moment to stop, turn around, and hear your question. Instead of the moment that you tell them, ask them the question, you don't give them a chance to take a moment to stop what they're doing, you just start going off at them. You cause problems like this. Though the worker should have probably maintained a certain level of professionalism, because he's probably going to get in trouble for the fact that he let off an F-bomb at the customer, that can get you in some shit. It, regardless of the reasons behind it, regardless if it's warranted or not, you shouldn't do it. It gets you in trouble either way. I don't know. It's a sucky situation.
This door-to-door salesman has some extreme dedication to his job, attempting to do some door-to-door knocking whilst a tornado siren is going off in the background. Here's the clip.
Hi, ma'am. It's a whole tornado outside.
I know, I was already...
Yeah, go on somewhere. We in cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Well, why are you still standing there, honey?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, go home. What is goddamn scooter? Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make this shit up.
Was that a sequence? Oh my god. I don't even know, like... I mean... I don't even know what to say to this one. That's just ridiculous. Like... Man doesn't seem to know what's going on. Is just doing his job, and then he rides away on one of those Segway unicycle thingy-bobs. I forget what they're called. All I know is, like, several years ago, those things were exploding and having lots of issues. So people, like, that was its own. Like, I don't even know where to start. This is just such a wacky clip.
Here we cut in the middle of a bit of an argument between someone going through the drive-thru at Starbucks and the employee in the actual drive-thru window itself. Not 100% sure what was happening prior to this. All we know is what happens next.
Cool. Alright, I'll sit here all day. Me too. Perfect. And I get paid. Good. And you're about to be fired. That's what you're about to No, I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Is that mine? Can I get a straw with that, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. She won't budge. I appreciate you. Can I get a receipt as well? With the name on there? It's not my name on there. Okay. But you can see it right here. Alright.
No.
I'll print your receipt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, you can go ahead and refund me.
I won't.
Yes, you will.
You got your drink.
There's...
Okay.
There's...
Yeah, keep going because I'm going to press charges on you.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
Go ahead. Press your charges.
I will. Thank you.
Ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Press your charges.
Okay. Go ahead. Keep driving so I can get your license plate. You threw something at me. What do you think was going to happen?
Here. Okay. Let's go. Do it.
Down.
I just have one big question here. How did we even get here in the first place? Because clearly we're being dropped into the middle of this argument that's already been going on for a portion of time between this driver and the Starbucks employee. Now, I think Just one thing you should get out of the way immediately. How this ends with the customer throwing the drinks at the Starbucks employee is just wrong. There is no two ways about it. Doesn't matter how someone talks to you or if they're rude to you or treat you like crap. You don't just throw crap at them, because that can result in a lot of other things, like potentially injuring someone depending on how things land. It's just a big no-no. You don't do that. Ignoring that part of it, I do feel like the Starbucks employee here is definitely being very, very unprofessional. Whether that be purely because of how she's been treated already by this customer, or whether that just be her personality or how she chose to handle the situation in the first place, is a question that I really don't have the answer to. It's intriguing to say the least, but the lack of context on how this even begins really makes it difficult to decide on who's the worst party here. Actually, no, that's easy to decide. The customer who throws the drinks at the Starbucks employee, that's just a no-go, straight up. Here we see the aftermath of a police officer who decided to run through an intersection whilst they had the red light without having their sirens or lights on, nor checking if it was safe, ending up in a car crash with her mother, whose kid's birthday it is today. Here's the clip.
I know Mosley. He was detective of BPD. You are supposed to stop. You're supposed to stop talking in traffic. My daughter was hurt. It's my daughter's birthday. You ruined it. You ruined my daughter's fifth birthday! Let him be hurt! Let him be hurt! She turned 5! She turned 5 today!
But I think she was an emergency.
But she didn't have her lights on until after.
I like how some people are saying, like, oh, if he had his lights on, it would have been A-OK shenanigans. It's like, no. Even if the police officer had their lights on, they still need to slow down, give everyone a chance to realize, oh shoot, there's a cop there, let's all stop and let them through, not just randomly plow through the intersection without any warning, because that is unfathomably dangerous. Like, I've watched emergency vehicles do a lot of work over the years here in Australia, and one of the big things they do, they come up to an intersection, they flag their sirens how loud as they can to make sure everyone knows they're coming, and they roll up, double check to make sure everyone's stopped and they can go through safely, and then they go through. They don't just plow through even when they have a red light, because everyone knows that some people aren't going to have fast reaction times fast enough to be aware of a cop that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere, especially when they're speeding off to a certain destination. So you need to conduct these things in a safe way, not whatever the hell this was. Like, even if the cop had his lights on, you still can't excuse that, because they just plowed through the intersection without a care in the world. It is insane, that behavior. Here we have a clip that is honestly just a nice, fun little insight into what it's like being a bouncer.
In here, we're closed.
They are. I've already texted them. They're in there.
There's nobody in here. You don't even hear any music. We're closed.
No, I've already talked to them. They're in there.
You talked to who?
Huh?
You talked to who?
No, I don't know what you're trying to say, but like they're in there.
Who did you talk to?
What I know you're like trying to like get me out of this, but they're in there and they're not in there.
Okay, so we're closed. Okay.
You're closed, but
yes.
They're not in there.
No one's in here. We're closed.
No one's not in there.
No, they're just not in here.
I don't know where your buddies are, but they're not here.
Those images you're seeing right there, that's nothing's going on in there.
They work here.
They work there?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So my buddies aren't in there?
No, sir, they're not.
Okay.
So have a good night. Okay? Get home safe. Get your Uber. Something.
That's not a true
phrase. What's not a true phrase?
What you just said. They're right there. I just talk to them.
Who exactly are your buddies?
People that are inside.
Okay.
Name them.
They're here partying?
Yeah.
They're here. Okay, so we're closed. The club's closed.
They're closed and they're inside. You said they weren't inside. They're inside. You're wrong in what you just told me.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I feel that way because you're wrong.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm wrong. You're right. The customer's always right. But in this case, we're closed, and you can't get in.
You're closed.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
But your buddies are inside.
I'm right. You're wrong.
Okay.
I'm right. I don't care about what's right and wrong. My buddies are inside. You're sitting here saying you're wrong. I don't care. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't care about like the hey, I'm right, you're wrong type of shit. I want to go inside because there's cute girls inside.
Okay.
I don't care about the other stuff. You're like, hey dude, you're wrong. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're like, hey, you're wrong. There's cute girls inside. We could all go inside and just flirt with the cute girls. Why don't we all go do that? Who cares?
Because we're closed and there's no cute girls inside. All right, watch where you spit, okay? It was kind of close.
You know what I mean? What are we talking about? Why are we even arguing about this?
We're not arguing. We're having a very civil conversation.
How old are you?
Old enough.
You're like 28, 29?
Something like that.
Exactly. I'm 24, 25. We only have so many years left.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're older than that, we don't have a lot of years left to go flirt with these girls.
Okay. So are you here for the girls? I thought you were here for your buddies.
Are you here for the girls or for the money?
I'm here for the money.
Who gives a about the money?
Me.
Who cares, dude? We don't have many years left.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, even no matter what they think it's funny left, we only have as many years left.
Okay.
It's okay to you, but like what do we have left?
I don't know. What do I have left?
Don't let him in. He's not gonna do nothing. Trust me about that.
Well, he works here.
No, I'm just trying to get back in. I think I left my jacket inside.
You don't have to explain to us, Nate. Come on in, man. You work here. You're fine.
Do I? I feel like after tonight, man. Alright. What's up?
Have a good night, sir.
It's been a long night.
Boy, who let my boy get squabbled like that? Man, that is such a clip. It sounds like the club was actually open and it's just this guy wasn't allowed to get in for some reason or another. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. It just sounds like this guy just wasn't allowed to go in, and it'd be as simple as that. And so they were just trying to find a way to get him to calmly walk away. And then he had to go on about this life story, do this entire dump of apparently therapy or crap along those lines. And it's just some form of nuts and what in the world. Like that's and this is like the classic example of like, yeah, this guy has a nice calm energy about him because, you know, that's kind of what you're gonna need in this type of job. And here we have an old man for roof rack who doesn't like the fact that there's some kids skating around a car park garage, so he tries to use the roof rack to destroy the skateboard. When that fails, he threatened to hit the kid with it.
Film it right now. Look at this. Look at this guy. Down. You know what? I didn't mean to, dude. Calm down.
You're not supposed to be down here.
Okay, sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Go.
Okay, well,
go.
Can you not touch me? It's not even mine.
Hey, I will. Oh, don't.
You're a dude. What the f is your problem?
My problem is you assholes being down here in a garage, a personal garage.
Sorry, sir. I did
My aunt lives in here.
Good. Go get your aunt and tell her that you're an asshole.
Okay, we will. Can you stop? Okay, we get it. Okay, sorry.
I'm tired of coming in this goddamn place and you little children being in here.
Sorry. I'm really sorry.
Go to hell home.
Okay, we will.
Man was just having an inner rage moment there. Is he high on something, or is he just a loose cannon in general? Bro just went to try and break a skateboard with that roof rack, and then when that didn't work, he threatened to fucking swing it at the kid. Are you dumb, dense, or what? Here we have an employee of the Southwest Airlines being a little bit unhappy with the customers today.
Suitcase, that's the seat in front of you. If you got something that won't fit, we gonna have to check that. And guess what? If you done check 2 bags over there at the counter, guess what you got to do? Give me a credit card, so it's gonna cost you $75. Anybody don't understand that? Talk among yourself and explain it, because I ain't finna say it again. Any problems? Yeah. Pray about it. It's gonna work out. Jamaica, whatever. Anywho, again, I'm Bernie, and as always, thank you for flying with us here at Southwest Airlines.
I mean, this is just funny and lighthearted. I just wonder how many people have just done the exact thing she's now talking about today in order to warrant this being talked about and made 100% clear to people today. Gotta be a fun day sometimes working at airlines. In this clip, we watch someone make an extraordinarily dumb decision over their nicotine addiction.
He's smoking in the bathroom. He already told him he's going back to the gate. Okay, he's going back to the gate. He can go wait for him. Sir, excuse me. What were you doing? No, you were smoking. Smoking. You're not allowed to smoke on an airplane. Do you understand? That's an issue? We have to find a hole. So now we're going back to the games. Okay.
Buddy, if you're going to be on a plane ride and you have a nicotine addiction, isn't there nicotine patches in America? Aren't those a thing? Or gum? Or stuff along those lines? I would assume so, considering they're over here in Australia and that tends to be very similar. But at the same, yeah, they're expensive. But at the same time, I'm 90% sure the fine you probably just copped for smoking in a plane, as well as pretty much losing your current flight tickets and probably not getting a refund for them, probably cost you a whole lot more money than what it would have been to get patches. It's like, I feel bad for the people who are addicted to nicotine. But also at the same time, you're the guys who also get those 5-minute smoke breaks very commonly throughout work. So, bro, what? Real question though, to anyone who watches these videos, is anyone out there who's actually addicted to nicotine? What are your ways of dealing with that addiction when you're taking an airplane trip that might take like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, potentially even 24 hours if you go on a long enough flight? Let me know in the comments down below. Here's a fun one. We've got another security guard who seemingly goes on a bit of a power trip assuming someone stole, even though they didn't. Here's what happened.
I'm glad you're recording. Don't touch me. Move. Don't touch me.
I'm an elderly police officer.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, sir.
Bye.
Get your manager.
She's a manager.
Get your manager. What happened?
You didn't pay.
Show me I didn't pay.
It's right there.
What's right there? My receipt that I paid?
Yeah, it wasn't completed.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
How? If I left?
I saw it with my own two
How?
eyes.
How?
Yeah.
Explain to me how
I said, go finish
it
paying.
wasn't completed
Wasn't
if I've already left and it was already paid.
It wasn't
How?
paid.
Explain it
I'm
to me and you put your hands on me. How?
I did.
It literally said thank you for shopping.
How?
No, after I left. After I told him.
How?
You don't have to be on my face like
No.
that.
You pushed me.
I know I did.
Get your manager.
She's right there.
Get your boss.
She's
Put
right
your
there.
hands on me and I pay for my shit.
Right.
You up.
I didn't
up and you know it.
Bro,
there's no reason why I could not have paid if I already left. You up.
No.
You up.
I'm looking at the machine. I'm looking at the machine.
And that's a procedure, you know that. You could
I
have
know.
checked before. So he is in his right to be this upset because
I know,
you have
that's
no
fine.
right.
I'm looking at the machine,
So
bro.
can you apologize
I
first?
said-
Before of all, can you apologize?
I could apologize, yes.
Can you apologize right now?
I have my right, which is I'm
Are
saying
you
I saw.
I don't hear you
I
apologizing.
don't need to
yet.
apologize just because you're forcing me to.
Bro, you just did something wrong, you know.
I saw the machine and it said the
What
payment
did it
is
say?
incomplete.
Because when
It
I
says
saw
pay
you, I
now.
looked right here and it said thank you for shopping
It
with
says
us.
pay now.
You
I'm
could have
telling you,
come
like,
and
hey,
checked before doing that.
I'm looking at the
You're not wrong,
machine.
bro. And I, like, is the
Anyway,
manager
she's
gonna
right
do
there.
anything about it?
She's right there, bro.
Exactly.
She's right there.
Yeah. Like, we were all here and we saw it.
I
And you're
see
still
it.
not
I'm telling you to go
apologizing.
back.
That's the problem. You're still... Why is that a problem? You did something wrong. When people do something wrong, they apologize. That's how life is.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm looking at anything.
Yeah.
Right.
And put
We
his
come
hands
back.
on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I understand that. We came back and now I have the receipt. That's fine.
And
I'm
you're still
sorry.
not apologizing.
But initially, I saw the machine and I said, hey, let's go back.
You're not allowed to even
No,
touch
he's
people
not.
at
He's
all.
not.
You're not supposed to touch
He's
anybody,
not.
so you're dead wrong. You can call the cops on you.
Yeah.
You
That's
touched
fine.
him.
That's fine. You can.
So you're not gonna apologize? You're just okay with doing that?
I just told him that.
What? You said that? What? I didn't hear apologizing.
Initially, we saw the
I
machine.
want his manager. I want his boss, man.
That's fine.
No, he should just get his name and complain to his security company.
You can talk to Sean. He's the he's right below the turn manager. He's right there. Sean is right there. Sean is right there.
Okay, and what are you gonna do about it?
Are you the manager?
Hi.
Give me my receipt. My receipt's right here.
That's fine. You're good.
No, it's not. It's not. It's
about
past.
that.
I'm good. The man put his hands on me. He snatched my food on my
And he
hands.
does not want to apologize for it. He did it right in front of us, in front of kids.
Well, let me. You
Yeah,
already
no,
called
like-
Kevin up, right?
I feel like we should do something about it.
I'm calling my boss up right
No, yeah, you should.
I swear, most security guards are either one of two people. They're either retired police officers who just want an easier job but still want to continue to do what they did beforehand, or it's people who failed to become a police officer who still want to be somewhat high in that authority and want to be able to have that type of power, but you know, they failed to make it there, so they're a security guard instead. And I feel like this guy's the latter. Like, pushing him... like, that's just insane. Seriously. Like, you live in America, the land of I'm going to sue you because you touched me type deal. At least that's the impression I get sometimes with the amount of lawsuits that get thrown around with some of these things. But it's just like one of those things. It's like, buddy, if you assume they stole, okay, I get it, that can be a thing. But ripping the food from their hands and pushing them is a no-go, bud. That's not how you handle these type of situations. That's wild and stupid. I hope he got fired or something because, geez, that's just insane. Actually, scratch that. Let's hope our man behind the camera here decided to take this guy to court and get a bit more money out of him. It probably wouldn't have been worth it if I'm honest, but hey, it would have been funny.